We're talking baseball with Brian Stoll and Chris Duncan, exclusively on 101sports.com.
Hello and welcome to 101sports.com. Alongside Chris Duncan, I'm Brian Stoll, and this is our debut edition of Talking Baseball. And up at Strike One, Chris, opening day just around the corner, a former teammate of yours, Jimmy Ballgame. Jim Edmonds has accepted the invitation to throw out the first pitch. How big of an honor is that? And talk a little bit about what kind of guy Jim Edmonds was to play with.
Man, what an honor, and a perfect guy for such an honor. This guy was an unbelievable ball player, and he's one of the best center fielders that ever played. And I was fortunate enough to get a chance to play next to him for a few years, and I've never played with someone that made everyone around him so much better. And he was just such a leader on the field and off the field, and I'm excited that he's getting an opportunity to throw out the first pitch.
Yeah, besides the highlight plays, one of the things that stands out, I still remember when you guys won that 2006 World Series, everybody was so excited to get the baseball that he was presenting. It was almost like the World Series trophy had to wait for the presentation.
Yeah, he was a true leader, and he found a way that year to motivate us down the stretch, and he really was the main factor and the leader in that clubhouse that drove that whole run down the playoffs.
Now looking ahead to 2011, what do you think the biggest strength on this Cardinals team is going to be?
I think the biggest strength is the pitching staff, even though they lost Wainwright. I think McClellan's really going to step in and do a nice job. And I'm looking forward to Loesch having a comeback year after last year. And Westbrook and Garcia is going to come off to a good start for his sophomore year. And I think the pitching's a strength.
Yeah, I think the team has actually pretty much circled up the wagons well with the loss of Adam Wainwright, but I'm excited to see what Matt Holliday is going to be like this year. Really settled down in the second half of last year, kind of put the big contract aside and just got back to being Matt Holliday, being voted the Darryl Kyle Award winner within the team. You just kind of see the leadership Matt Holliday just kind of becoming more comfortable, and hopefully that translates to big numbers this year.
Yeah, it's scary when you think about what can happen if him and Albert go off and have career years, both of them at the same time. And Albert's going to be a free agent at the end of the year. And Holliday, even though he had a great year last year, if he can get off to a hot start and do what he did the second half last year, the whole year, it could be scary.
All right, as we move to strike three, what do you think the biggest concern for this team is going to be in 2011?
Well, you trade a shortstop like Brendan Ryan away, who's a Gold Glove caliber shortstop. There's going to be a little bit of concern with the guy taking his place in his defense. Even though Terrio's a great player, he's moving from second base over to short. And there's a little bit of concern of how he's going to do back at shortstop. And also Freeze with the ankle injuries, and I know he's worked his butt off to get back, but there's some question marks there and see how his range is. So part of me is a little bit concerned about the defense. I know that might sound funny coming from me, but hopefully these guys will do a great job.
All right, that's Chris Duncan. I'm Brian Stoll, and that's strike three. We are out talking baseball on 101sports.com.